Welcome to Jay Plays Indie Games. This is Hand of Fate, a roguelike game with 3D brawling elements that I've found to be a lot of fun. It's in beta. This is all the beta information they give. You can read all of that. The dealer voiceover is temporary. In fact, it's kind of gone. As far as I know, there's not multiple save states right now, or I'd start this Let's Play kind of at the beginning. And there's a lot of cool stuff in it. It's based on earning cards and building decks, and your roguelike randomized elements come from you drawing from those decks, and those things give you your encounters, your equipment, and everything you need to move forward. So you can kind of tailor your game to your own thing. You can make it more difficult by taking out all the best weapons. You can make it harder by putting in all the hardest encounters. Who knows? But we're going to play it here. I'm going to show it off. Right now, I'm up to the King of Dust, which means I've taken out 3 or 4 bosses already. I did try to start this at the beginning, but I can't for the life of me figure out how to start a new game. I've even deleted the game and restarted it. Could not find the save file and delete that. So, here we are. Alright, continuing. This is the King of Dust. The king is fierce in battle, but loyal to his troops. He can choose to heal them during combat. Dust troops tend to be bandits, just like dead troops tend to be skeletons, and plague troops tend to be rats. So there's the King of Dust. Now, before you start a new game, you go to the deck builder here, and you decide what equipment and encounters you want in that deck. So let's look at my equipment first. As you can see, I've got all this stuff up here that I could be putting in there, but in fact I've got this huge hammer in there, which has never actually shown up. And Viking Blade, my favorite weapon so far. A couple of swords. You'll note I take swords over axes any day just because they're faster. Different types of shields, different types of armor. All of these are modeled onto your character when you get them, which is pretty awesome. This isn't consuming shame, won't be. But these are like artifacts and in-item use type things. Alright, let's go back. And encounters are similar. You have a ton more encounters. Well, maybe about the same. But as you can see, there's a lot of them. Now, there are 2 types of encounters that I can identify here. There are encounters that you have control over, like, let's say, a Wife's Fury is an encounter you have control over. You can either have that in your deck or not. You can take it in and out. I like it being in there. And you have encounters that you don't have control over, like this. Can only be removed by another counter. You can only get rid of that card if you've run into it a certain number of times in the same playthrough, which is bad. That's just because some of these encounters are really hard. Golem Hunting Party being one of them. If you don't get enough equipment before you run into that, if you run into that on low health, you're in trouble. But yeah, it allows you to cycle through the deck and it keeps you from making things too easy on yourself. It's nice. Alright, so we're going to go back and we're going to play the King of Dust. I'm going to show you how things work out. He's going to shuffle up his deck. Dealer animations are kind of fun. Those things that he's doing up in the corner are your curses and blessings, things like health and food. And these things he's giving me are my possible equipment draws and stuff like that. Now I'm going to go in this straight line. You can control where you're going, forward or backward. Later on, you get kind of branching paths. You can see my statistics in the bottom left here. I have 100 health, 5 food, and 0 gold. Food is a huge element of the game that I run out of all too quickly. You also have an inventory screen here. I don't have much right now, just an axe and some armor. Actually, when you first start playing the game, you start with a rusty axe, light armor, and a rusty shield. That gets improved. As you kill more bosses, you level up, so do your enemies. Which I think is a good mechanic. Everything gets harder, but you get better. Let's see. Upgrades, they happen as well. You can see I've got, I'm faster than I used to be. I have better starting gear than I could. I stun enemies for longer. I have strong counterattacks. There's a lot of upgrades like this. Actually, a fair amount. And you get one, as far as I know, every time you beat a boss, which is nice. Alright, we're going to go back to the inventory. Sorry about that. And here we go. First encounter, a bandit attack. So we're going to see the combat pretty much immediately. Sometimes you go a while without it. Bandit attack is just going to be some dust guys, just 3 of dust. And he isn't happy about us killing his men, so we're going to get attacked by him, which is fine. And I'll let the whole thing play out. Normally I just skip through this segment. You can, and it's quite fast if you do. But you can see these me pop up, and you saw the dust guys in the corner pop up. All my equipment gets laid on top of me as I go, show what I have, and then I kick these guys down. Now, bandits started out pretty weak, but they got real annoying when they got the ability to throw knives if you ignore them for too long. And I do not a fan of that at all. The knife throwing's probably my least favorite element of this game right now, just because I never see it coming. It's like, it always hits me. But if you stay on top of them, it's not a problem. And with only 3 of them there, it's not a really big deal. When there's like 10 of them, I've not quite fought 10, but when it's a lot of them, it's a problem. On the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you and an offer of reward from the King of Dust. So, yeah, I think that's one of the things I can't actually get rid of. Desert of the Damned. It's another encounter. You get a choice here. Find a casket as you reach for it. A voice is saying, "Don't do it!" Bears the serpent's mark. Basically, things like this end up being a 50-50 chance of something good happening if you open it. I've never tried to sell it. I don't have any gold. That might actually be a good idea. And I've never just left it there. I like trying to open it because it gives you a nice little thing if you're successful. I don't know about randomness with that. I don't know if you can actually follow the cards or if it's just random. I know it's, the only thing you can really follow is the one that comes out on top, but whatever. I got a huge success, so that's good. I'm free, the apparition declares, as the stranger flees in terror. You could demand a reward, you could humbly request a favor, or you could flee. I'm going to humbly request a favor. That would be nice. I'm just going to watch that failure, and it didn't come out on top, so I'm just going to take the huge success that did come out on top. Alright, as you wish, mortal, the spirit says, and waves his hand, then he disappears, you feel stronger. Did he give me a huge amount of health? I think he did. It's very nice of him. Twisted Canyon. Alright, this is one that can really backfire on you, but I don't have a good weapon yet. In fact, I have an axe, and I like swords. So I'm going to climb down and try and get that weapon. It's a 50-50 chance. It can really hurt. It really can. I think that this will be a success. Maybe. Yes, it was a success. I lose half my health. Carefully make your way down the side of the rocky cliff. As you approach the bottom, your hand slip, and you fall ungracefully to the ground. That's not good. I lost my health there. But I got a sword, so that's nice. Not the weapon I was looking for. And I didn't mean to lose half my health. The Maiden. Maiden's great because there's not that many different encounters that give you food, and you need food. She also can offer extra health or extra gold or whatever, but gaining that food is huge. Because if you run out of food, you lose health every time you move. If you have food, you gain health every time you move. And that's important. And at the end of the line, there's some stairs, so you get a new card set up. Take the stairs, embark on your adventure. Yay! And as you can see, we go into a branching path. I can go that way, or I can go up. Either way is fine. I like going across. I'm probably going to fully explore Heroes Remains. This is going to be a quest that I'm given that I can either complete or not. I've never not completed it. I don't know if there's a disadvantage to that. Approached by a cleric, you can take this hero's belongings, and he gives you a sword and a shield, Frost Fang, which is better than my sword, and the Emperor's Jewel, which is better than my shield, and and a noble task. Yes, well that's just the task, and it'll show which card the hero's return is on. So when I reach that place, I can either give them back the shield and sword or not, and get blessings in return. I like the blessings more than the weapons, actually. So I'm going to go over there and give them that back. Dead Man's Gorge. That's going to be a fight and a half. Just 4 enemies, though. Not a big deal. These haven't been hard encounters so far. I like skipping through those sequences. Now I've got this thing. It's got a special attack. Look, ice. Alright, smack people around, do some ice damage. Yeah, you can see the different weapon I'm using. This is the hero's weapon, of course, not mine. I could keep it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to give this all back. I like being the good guy. I like receiving blessings. That's how it goes. With this much more powerful weapon, though, I'm not going to have too much trouble with these guys, which is nice. And I gain some max health, and I get a bit of equipment. Fortitude's Breath. I'm actually going to go ahead and equip Fortitude's Breath. It reduces my weapon damage, but reduces the amount of food I use as well, I believe, which is pretty nice. A food wagon, also pretty nice. You know, I could steal from them, but that's kind of a douchebag mood. You can call out and offer help to them. They say, thank goodness, bandits attacks, hidden in the trees, accept food as thanks. Thanks for the food. It's only one, but one's big. Gain some food. Alright, and here's Hero's Return. So I actually going to complete that quest. And they're talking about the stuff. Appears to have standing on vigil. What will you do? You can give back the sword. Wielded in righteous fury. You have a shield. Oh. Why isn't it letting me get back the shield? I have the shield. Oh well, I'll keep the shield. Breath rights for selfish gain. But I had the shield. Maybe I had to have it equipped. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. But maybe it's just because it's an alpha? I don't know. Anyway, let's look at the shield. Maybe I'll actually just keep it now. If I had given them both of the things back, though, I would have been in a much better situation. They would have given me some blessings and such. Whatever. Let's see here. Look at this equipment. Emperor's Jewel is what I wanted to give back. During combat, any blocked attack has a chance to restore your weapon and artifact cooldowns. Maybe it's because I got a shield on the way. I don't know. I like weapon cooldowns being restored. And I have a good amount of food right now. 6. So that's fine. Weapon, I don't want to be carrying that axe. I would prefer this sword greatly. Alright, and let's go back. And over here. Traveling Tinker. That's okay. Approach the shop. I actually have some stuff to sell, which is nice. They have much to offer. Yeah, these animations are okay. Let's go in and look at this. Sell stuff. That's important. The axe is worth 10, I think. Yep, sell that. Fortitude's Breath is worth 30. Sell that. And after that, medium armor I'm not going to sell. And yeah, I'm not going to sell that stuff. Alright, so I have 40. I probably want to buy some food, but let's look at what we've got here. Crown of Mortal Danger. Viking Blade. How much is that? This is my favorite weapon. Oh, it's 45. Alright, I'm going to go back to selling. I'm going to sell my sword for 10. And I'm going to get that Viking Blade because this is the weapon that I win with. Seriously, I like this thing. It's just good all around. Yep, replacing. And that made this trip well worth it, even if I didn't buy any food. Okay, and you can go back to those shops. You don't have to just visit once. Other encounters I haven't been able to go back to, but I'm going to have Golem Hunting Party. I'm really glad I got the Viking Sword. This is one of those encounters you have to beat enough to get rid of. I've not beaten this encounter before. The last time I ran into it, it just straight killed me. 2 lava golems. It's better than what I had last time. Last time I was fighting like 5 of them. I'm going to attack them. Hopefully it will be a huge success, and I'll only have to fight 1 lava golem. I think that thing just stayed straight on top, didn't it? Yeah, you can follow these cards a little bit. So I'm going to have to fight 1 of these guys. That's good, because these guys are real annoying. Alright, cool thing about the weapon that I have now is that it can charge up and do extra damage with it. Yep. And that's the reason these guys are so annoying. Because that attack right there where they just scream at the ground, and I don't know how to dodge it besides just getting really far away from them. And with only 1 of them, it's not that big of a deal because I can always see it coming. When there's 4 of them, it's real annoying. Yeah, that seemed way easier than it normally is. Got the Golem Hunting Party, though. Alright. And we're going to go over here. And an altar. I can pray at this altar. And there's a chance that I will get something as a result. Let's watch this huge failure. Alright, that can't be the huge failure. That's all I was looking for. Okay, and I get to draw a blessing. Lizard Eater. I've never faced a lizard, so that's not going to really be helpful. Answers your call, whatever. useless stairs. Stairs are yay. Take the stairs. I was about to, and now I've got to fight 7 bandits. That's awesome. As is pretty obvious, this is all randomly generated. It wouldn't always be 7 bandits. I don't usually fight anyone on the stairs. Alright. So, I've got the Viking blade, which is my favorite weapon now. So that should make this easier. You see those knives? Oh, I hate those knives. I dodged that one, which is nice. But I hate those knives so much. And when it's raining, it's even harder to see them. Okay. Free to continue your journey, which is awesome. Alright, so we've got a branching path here, but at the end of only one of them will be our staircase. Cave rescue. So we can either attack these pirates or parlay with them. You know, parlaying with the pirates. Why would you want to do that? I don't even have very much gold to give them. So I'm just going to fight 11 pirates. Oh, gosh. I'm glad I got this Viking blade, I'll say that. Okay, 11 pirates. Let's do it. The numbers don't matter too much as long as you can keep them way away from you and they're not carrying guns. But some of them carry guns. So you have to be a bit careful. I don't know of any pirates that carry guns. Pirates just throw stuff at you. And they're not pirates, they're dust. Skeletons do carry guns, though. I'm going to charge this back up. Totally thwack that guy. Fortunately, that knife missed me. I didn't dodge it specifically, but it missed, which is nice. I can go back and kill these guys with my charged up weapon. This would be going a lot differently if I didn't have the Viking blade, I will say that. Draw a regular sword, that's really just 10 gold to me. I'm not going to be using that sword. And there's some gold for me. If I run across a shop, I can buy some food with that, which is good. Take that pirate's treasure. And move along, traveling jeweler. Speak of the devil. Approach the shop, I want to buy me some food, because running out of food would be bad. I had a lot of trouble with this early. Less so now. Consuming shame, probably a good item. Let's look at it. It's cost 25. All weapon attacks are enhanced by powerful poison that taint victims' mind and body. That would be so awesome. I can afford it if I sell this sword. The problem is I wouldn't also be able to afford food. And I want more food, so we're just going to buy food. We don't need a huge amount. 3 will probably do. Works for me. Now I have 8. I feel more comfortable with 8 than I do with 5. And we're going to head down here. I like moving close to me. Desert Cult. This is a new one. I've not encountered this before. In a forgotten desert temple, you stumble upon a cult performing a summoning. The cult leader demands a blood sacrifice from you. Refuse to give blood, offer your blood. Alright. I lose... Whoa, I didn't expect that much. I did not expect that much. And I get a blessing. Oh, that's nice. Arcane knowledge. Whenever a player uses an artifact, there's a 30% chance to immediately reduce the cooldown time. That could be good, if I had any artifacts. And I have a lot of health anyway. Ember Town Hero. Come across an injured adventurer who's battered in bloody armor, lets you know he's seen combat recently. Ask him his troubles. Chasing a pack of thieves, attacked home of Ember Town. I killed some of them in ambush. Lacks strength. Ember Town Hero. So we've got another quest. Find those jackals and make them pay. Yeah, I'll do that. This is a tavern. I haven't been to the tavern before. Let's see here. He's putting a coin in there. That means it's probably going to be a big deal. Meet the ship's captains. Pirates have taken over my ship, the Drunken Wench. Help me reclaim her, and I'll share whatever I want. Treasure. Okay, I just don't want that failure. So let's watch it. It didn't go to the top. It didn't go to the top. Huge success. Wasn't watching the huge success. I was just watching the failure. Gaining a bunch of gold. And he's just going to put that away. I don't know what that was. That might have been something scary. He doesn't talk anymore, the dealer, but he will. He'll be fully voice acted in the final game, I believe. In the early part of the beta, he actually talked a little bit. I can't show you guys that. I actually rather liked that. I would show it to you if I could. We're going to pass that by, and we're going to go to Embertown. Embertown Hero. Caught up to the Embertown village raiders, who call out, "Stay your hand, adventurer, and we will share the spoils with you." I'm not going to deal with thieves. There's only 3 of them. Oh, wanted me to deal with you. Okay, I'm just going to kill you. Power up. And kill you much more easily now. Yeah, this weapon is by far my favorite that I've come across. I've never come across the huge hammer that I've got in this deck. I'm just kind of surprising. Draw 1 equipment. Plunderer's Cap is great whenever you draw supplies. You draw 2 and pick 1. And that's basically fantastic. Like right now I can pick between 3 gold or 3 gold. I mean, what could be better? I've only got 1 food right now, which I don't like, so I'm going to actually draw more gold. I'm going to go back to that tinker shop and buy food. Okay, turned out the thieves' pockets. Bam, go to this traveling tinker, approach the shop, buy more food. It's real important to buy food. I'm not going to get consuming shame. I'm going to buy this food. And this time I'll buy all 5. Should have bought 5 before, but didn't. Alright, leave the shop. Food is a big deal when you run out, and I always seem on edge. Okay. The Lizard Dome. Or the Lizard Bome? I'm going to say the Lizard Dome. This will be the first time I fought lizards. Nope, no lizards. 2 lava golems. Okay, one night you are captured by lizardmen and brought before their king. You must choose who to fight in their underground arena with none of your equipment. Okay. So either 4 skulls or 2 lava golems. I'll take 4 skulls every time, thank you very much. Even if I don't have my equipment, 4 skulls shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, so you don't get to see the gun-carrying ones, which is a bit fortunate for me, but unfortunate for you. I don't like any ranged enemies, I'll be honest. Ranged enemies in this game are the biggest pain in the butt. These guys get up a lot, these skeletons do, and there's in fact a skeleton that can raise them if you don't kill him fast enough, but he's actually pretty easy to focus down. He's one of the bosses. Cool thing about bosses is they become regular enemies if you fight them enough. And by enough, I mean once. If you beat a boss once, he becomes a regular enemy later. A rare regular enemy, but a regular enemy nonetheless. And you don't actually even get anything special from fighting them, which kind of sucks. But I'm about to be facing the King of Dust. I don't know if he's the next thing or if I've got another staircase to go through. I hope he's the next thing. I draw 1 equipment. Viking Blade, I've already got one of those, which is interesting. I gain 15 gold or 1 food. I'm actually going to take the gold, and there's a reason behind that. I'll take the gold again. No, yeah, I'll take the gold again. And we are going to head back to that shop. And yes, this does take up my food. But that's fine because I have a ton. We're going to approach this shop and we're going to buy that artifact that we couldn't buy before that seems so good. First we got to sell some stuff. We've got 2 Vikings blades, I think. So selling 1 of them, not a big deal. There we go, goodbye. Bye-bye. This sword, also not a big deal. Alright. So now we have tons of gold. We can buy this. Consuming Shame. Weapon attacks are enhanced with powerful poison. I like that idea. And we're going to buy some food. I don't know if this is going to be the last area or not, so I'm going to buy a ton of food. And head out. And I'm going to have to make sure my equipment didn't change. I might have sold the Viking's Blade that I had equipped. I need to make sure I did not. Looks like I did. Here we go. Viking Blade. Nope, it's equipped. Good. Plunderer's Cap, Emperor's... Yep, everything's equipped. Back. Okay, and we've got plenty of food for these travels. And let's head here. Stairs. Right. There was another area. I discovered an exit to this area. We're going to go there. Jack of Dust and Queen of Dust. These are 2 previous bosses. And they're going to fight me at the same time like a couple of jerks. Okay. Well, that's kind of horrible. Oh, and there's a ballast here as well, just to make things really fun. Let's do this. And start killing. And taking fire from freaking ballast. This is not going well. Okay. There we are. And let's run. And dodge. And take that hit. That's the queen, by the way. She is not going to go down super easy. So let's do that. Jeez, I'm taking a lot of damage here. But this is a pretty rough fight. There's 2 bosses here. I don't feel too awful about fighting 2 bosses and taking some damage. Oh, Jesus. Alright, you are the suck. And so are you. You can destroy that ballast. It just takes for freaking ever. Okay. There's another enemy here. There it is. He is, I guess. Where are my enemies? I have to keep moving because that thing is aiming at me all the time. Alright, and he's still there. And I took another hit. Oh, do I have to kill this thing? I didn't know I had to kill it. Alright, and run. And this is just a kind of comedy. There we go. I hate those things, because they are annoying. Alright, as you can see, I took massive amounts of damage there. It's okay, I'll heal as I travel. That's why we have food. Butterfingers. I don't know what that does. While climbing through the ancient forest, your weapon slips from your fingers and... search the fortress for my weapon. Okay, we're going to look at that, watch that huge failure and try not to get it. Alright, this can't be the huge failure. It's just a minor failure. Awesome. Jack of Skulls and a 2 of Skulls. Oh. Alright, Jack of Skulls is a pain in the butt. And there's the guy I was talking about that I hate. I don't know that poison's going to do much to skeletons. But hopefully it will. Give them some damage over time. Actually, I wish it wouldn't, because that's a little bit immersion breaking. But, you know, for the sake of my survival, I kind of want it to. This guy can bring things back to life, so I want to kill him quick. Oh, man. And yeah, he was a boss at one time. 5 gold or 5 max health. Definitely 5 max health. Unfortunately, I don't believe that'll actually increase my health. For loot and leave the fortress. Did I seriously lose my my Viking blade there? I did. That is not cool. Alright. Well, Butterfingers. Not the happiest place on earth. Approach the shop. Maybe it'll sell a Viking blade. I don't know that I could afford it. Buy items. Heavy armor. Helm of reflection. Explorer's helmet. Back. Let's heal wounds. Gain 15 health. That would be nice. Do I have anything to sell that's any that I'm not using? Not really. So, yeah, that was my money. Yeah, let's leave. Alright, things are starting to become a little bit dire. But we're continuing along anyway. Ratman hunting. You stumble across a Ratman hunting party. Prepare to defend yourself. And it's got the Jack of Plague in it, so bosses everywhere. I will say that. This might be necessary. Because I don't have my super blade. So let's damage over time these guys. I'm not a fan of this axe. But hopefully it won't matter. I mean, it's only late game. Why should I need a weapon that's any good? I actually don't know if the further you go down, the harder the encounters get. What I do know is that I am taking lots of damage here. It does seem like it. Like I'm running into more boss fights. Former boss fights. Actually, this plague guy was the very last boss I fought. And I don't have that many advantages since then. Jeez, I'm taking damage. I'm glad I got that health up. Okay, let's do this. Oh, you do have ranged attack. Isn't that wonderful? Alright. Yep. Massive damage over time. I'm down to 18 health. I might not make it. King of Blades. That's who I am. Okay, let's go up here. Duke negotiation. Alright, he's going to throw that over here. It's fine. Kingdom being overrun with ratmen. Merchants in my lands are attacked on the road, as are any travelers such as yourself. My guards are needed here with me. If I only had 150 gold... Wow. No? Okay. So if I do that, maybe it'll get rid of the ratmen hunting parties? I don't know. But, 8 plague rats is kind of a problem. I need the heals. Alright. Yeah, they're going to throw things at me. And I'm going to run in a big circle. And then I'm going to do this. And hopefully be able to do some damage over time. Alright, guys. I've got 24 health right now. Okay. 22. Things are not going my way. These little rats are not going to kill me. I don't want to die to rats, of all things that I could die to. Yeah, there's only these 2 left, and they're ranged fighter, so if I can... Oh, there's 3 left. That guy's still alive. It's getting a little hard to survive. Yes, okay. Whew! That was... Sorry, the commentary got a bit stunted, but... I don't have any health left. Okay. So, probably in the future, need to, I don't know what I need to do. I need to survive somehow. I just ran out of food. And I ran into another ratman hunting party. I'm gonna die here. Even if I survive this fight, I'm out of food. So, there's that. Okay. Damage over time exists, but it's not going to be enough. There's no way that I can survive this. Oh god! So this game is fun. It's exciting. Let's kill people. Come on. Yes. Okay, they're down. We've got 3 health. 1 ranged attack. And I'm done. And that dude got me. And death. The death card is real. Okay. And that's Hand of Fate, everyone. I was planning on being all like, this is the King of Dust, I'm killing him, and blah, blah, blah. That's not happening. The game gets harder as time passes. So, if you like this game, I believe... I will have a link to the website in the description below. I'll probably keep playing it. Hopefully, it won't get old or boring. And I'll be playing it for quite a while. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching.